Ahoy and welcome back! In this Rise of Cultures video, I'm going to give you a series of hints for the negotiation feature in the Alliance Treasure Hunt event. It's the newest addition to Rise of Cultures, taking place every week between Tuesday and Sunday, and your goal is, together with your Alliance members, get through the tropical island by solving a number of encounters. Each encounter has two possible ways of solving it. You can either choose to fight against pirates, or you can choose the negotiation, which is the logic-based minigame where you pay coins, food, goods or other resources and negotiate with pirates. This feature is already well known from other InnoGames titles, such as the Spire of Eternity from Elvenar, and the skills that players could learn from these games are highly capable of applying in Rise of Cultures as well. I'm standing on the fourth encounter, which is the first one containing more than 3 possible resources to pay. Until you have 3 or less options to choose from, you always have a 100% chance for winning the negotiation. That's pretty much a no-brainer and there is not a lot to dive into. That's why I'm starting with the fourth encounter, where the negotiation starts to be more appealing for any strategies to seek and apply. You always have 3 attempts to provide the pirates with the correct resource. The main objective in the first round is to eliminate as many resources as possible. For this, I'm going to give every pirate in the negotiation a different resource. What I hope for is that most of the resources will turn red. I got 2 resources correct, while in the remaining 3 slots there are 3 different resources to fit. I have 2 more attempts, so that makes a 100% chance for winning after flipping these over. Now it's a question whether I get lucky and find the right combination in the second round, but it's clear that the third round is going to bring a win on my side. Let's increase the difficulty and continue with the fifth encounter, which contains 5 different resources to choose from. In the first round, again, I'm going to use as many resources as possible, which in the most ideal case, I would use all of the possible resources, but as you can see, one of them is the research point. I'm not much willing to spend the research point here, I'm considering this to be an expensive resource, and that's why I will try to avoid using it for as long as possible. Hence, in the first round, I'm going to spread the remaining 4 different resources, twice repeating the one I need least, which is coins. After this attempt, I still have no 100% chance of winning, but as you can see, now it's clear that I don't need the research points anymore, so in this particular case, it was worth delaying their offer. Now, the only possibility to be sure that I can solve this negotiation is to get at least 1 resource in the next round correct. Otherwise, the winning chance will remain at 50%. And I got lucky, so in the last attempt, I have only one possible way of solving it. So this ended up being a successful negotiation. Let's skip some of the following 4 resources-based encounters and let's continue with one of the similar difficulty. In this case, research points are not required, instead we have 1 unit asked in the doubled amount, so I'm going to start with the usual approach of offering all the possible resources, in the hope that I will eliminate as many of them as possible. 2 of them are out at this point, and now I am going to use all of the remaining 3 again. As you can see, the less expensive resources, such as coins and goods, I used twice, while the unit I only used once. I want to be wasting my units as little as possible, and that's why I am only putting it there for the sole purpose of trying to eliminate this resource. Now we have 2 different resources to put in 3 different slots, while each already has one of these excluded, so again I managed to get into 100% chance for winning the negotiation. Let's continue with the 9th encounter. There are no research points, nor any adequately expensive resources, so I'm going to spread all of them across the slots. I managed to eliminate 2 of them, which thankfully were the units. And for the last attempt, we ended up in a state where only 2 remaining slots need to be correctly filled, and as we already used the remaining resources in this, we only need to flip them over. With the strategic use of resources in these encounters, you not only increase your chance for winning the negotiation, but you also manage to win it so-called account-friendly if you are not necessarily throwing those expensive goods away. And let's conclude with the final encounter in this jungle part of the island, which, as the very first encounter, requires 6 different resources to choose from. In the first round, I want to eliminate most of the available resources. There is a possible chance that all the pirates would turn orange after this attempt, and therefore I'm going to avoid using research point, because in such a scenario I wouldn't need to use it in this negotiation at all. Okay, we have 2 resources correct, and 1 we managed to eliminate. Now we know that the goods and coins are required by some of the remaining pirates, and of course I could use both of these already in the second round, but in that case, for the third of these pirates, we would need to guess the remaining resource. Rather than that, I am going to try to keep with the elimination approach, and instead of using both coins and goods, I will only use one of them, and by the remaining 2 pirates, we'll try to eliminate the rest of the resources, about which we have not much information yet. I managed to correctly fill 2 pirates' requirements, only 1 remains, and because we already know from the first attempt that the tunic is asked by some of the pirates, which we haven't found so far, and this is the only one remaining, without any guess, we can go for 100% success by offering the tunic here. It could be done with a similar success if I offered food in the second round, so that I wouldn't use any of the orange marked resources, and then for the last attempt, I would again play with a 100% winning scenario by just flipping over the goods and the coins. And with that being said, this is my collection of tips for successful negotiation in the Alliance Treasure Hunt event. I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. How do you prefer solving the negotiation? Do you already use the tips I mentioned in this video, or do you find them new for you? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, then give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest videos from Rise of Cultures and Elvenar, and future strategic videos from Alliance Treasure Hunt. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.